and welcome, my Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your timeless 5-card draw spell kit reading. I am your reader, Mark Angela Lyons, Mal for short. I'm not bad, they're my initials, my mom named me. I am a professional witch, I am a professional intuitive. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 different books with a 3rd one in process. First one's called Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch. Second one is called Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. And there is a Kindle version available of Words of Grace and a link in the description box that when clicked you can preview the first chunk of it for free, including the dedication to my mom, Cancerian sun sign. As well as you can see the table of contents. It's in chakra chapters, it's a book of prayer and practice, and it saved my life writing that book. The original version, though, which is quite different from the one we got going over on Kindle. That one is on patreon.com/drawing the circle. My cards got a little confused there for a second. The original version is a Fellini film fest compared to how much editing we had to do to make it all fit over on Kindle. It's also the only place where you can buy my book, Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch, in our digital shop over on Patreon. I love it so very much. We also have audios and videos available for purchase there with free previews for the audios and videos. Some of my subscribers get all of those audios, videos, and ebooks. God Goddess, top tier subscriber. They get all of the digital content, so they don't gotta shop if they don't wanna. But the majority of my subscribers do get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning. I love it. We chat with each other about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with some kind of spiritual practice, something to send us on our way. Wisest way for me to start the day, considering what I do for a living, and these videos are a teeny tiny part of what I do as a professional witch every day, day in and day out. They also get all the extended readings of the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extended readings are timeless and relationship stuff based. They also get a significant discount when they want to book me for a private session, spiritual counseling, and or a reading. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. You can follow us for free, putting out more content for my free followers. Subscribers get to see that stuff too. As well as you can 7-day free trial us as a seeker or a human, our first 2 levels of subscription. Jump out the last day if you like, but then become a free follower if you want. But most people hang in there to stay long-term subscribers, or they stay for the month so that they can book me for a private session with the discount. Again, we'll talk about that at the end of the video. And it's just the coolest thing I've ever done. I love Patreon so much, you could probably tell from my vibe, because you're usually empathic Cancerians. So if you feel so drawn, if you feel so called, just look at the shop. Go watch some of the free stuff on there. It's really, really great. And then come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons, but my mom accidentally called me Mal, right? She will not call me by that name. She just won't. Mark! Sometimes Marquis, but I ask her to please spell it with the Q-U-I-S at the end. So, hi, my crab cakes. Let's do a little explanation for the new Cancerians and crosswatchers, and then we'll jump into the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you've heard it all before. So welcome, new Cancerians and crosswatchers. A 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything at all, but in this case, to help you clarify and refine your manifestational process, your law of attraction who's what's, or your spell kit. People started calling the 5-card draws the spell kit readings, and it kind of stuck in my head. To help you with the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, starting with the element of fire, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart desires. And we all have heart's desires, lots of them. And in my experience as a mystic, our heart's desires are assigned to us lifetime after lifetime. We've had some of the same ones throughout. We haven't quite nailed the dismount on them yet, because they are a part of a larger, ineffable great plan, what I call the plan for permanently peaceful people populated paradise planet Earth, because I do love alliteration. So our first deck for the element of fire, we will be using the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish to help you clarify and refine your heart's desire, or perhaps indicate that which is required to manifest your heart's desire. For the element of earth, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. This deck is consecrated to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. This deck, for the element of earth, is consecrated to Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, powers of earth. And if you have the stone indicated, it's a wonderful opportunity to bring it into your manifestational whoozy what's your spell work. I use the same 4 pieces of jewelry for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, because of course I apply what hits the table. We're all one anyway. So to ground and manifest the heart's desire with the element of earth. For the element of air, we are using the Archangel Fire Oracle for the mental part of it. Alexandra Wenman, Finhorn Press. Everyone has access to archangelic consciousness, but they don't come unless you call. So this gives you a clue, tip, a hint of who to make the prayer to, or the call, or the invocation, whatever you want to call it. The air to stoke the fire, to ground and then manifest your heart's desire. For the element of water, your element, one of my favorite oracles, so simple but so beautiful. The Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield. The energy and motion we experience as emotion when in physical bodies. And then we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra card for the element of spirit. This one's dedicated to the Ascended Masters. So what I do is I take the piece of jewelry, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I enchant it with the spell, I call in the Archangel, I pay attention to the emotional aspect of what's shown in the Whispers of Love Oracle, and then I charge it with the mantra a little bit every day. Just touch the jewelry, right? So where is my water? Okay, so this is a little piece of selenite ring that I have going on here for my Pisces moon. So I would do that for Pisces. So I think you get the gig. That's the explanation. Let's get into the divination. The shift from one to the other happens repeatedly in the still point. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I promise you I will do my best to help anybody manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives, in happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser ways, for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world. And don't we need that? Yeah. So that's it. Let's get into the still point. Ready? Please take a nice deep breath. Oh. Still point. Ancestral override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, please, one card in clarity for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers. Watching this video drawn to this reading, what is the spell fragment to help them clarify and refine their heart's desire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, or perhaps what is required to manifest their heart's desire in this timeless read? Passion. All right. Rise, passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. Not bad for a rhyming couplet. Now, of course, we have a couple here about to make out on the card, as one would expect. But passion can be for anything, right? Passion for art, passion for food, passion for fun, passion for whatever. So, general read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, check your other signs. So, okay, passion. Well, we got definitely an element of fire. Inflame my purpose, right? So the fuel to feed the fire, the element of earth. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. My beloved Archangel Ariel, What is your guiding, graceful, loving, wise, powerful oracle message for the element of earth to help the Cancerians and their crosswatchers with that element of earth, the fuel to feed that fire to ground and manifest their heart's desire for this timeless spell kit read? Ooh, Stitch a Titan Serpentine. Now, like I said, you got some of that laying around? I don't, right? So I use the same 4 pieces of jewelry over and over and over again, little spell batteries on my fingers. So Stitch a Titan Serpentine, S-T-I-C-H-T-I-T-E, and Serpentine. Serpentine, if you ever saw the movie The In-Laws, back in the, what was that, the 70s, the 80s. Stitch a Titan Serpentine, 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 Serpentine. Where are you? Are we still doing alphabetical order? Yes, we are. Okay, here we go. Your key words: meditation, clearing your energy centers, feels healthy, detoxifying your thoughts. Okay, so we will take a look at this next card that hits the table with the element of air. So, fear and negative thoughts are preventing you from experiencing peace and joy in your life. Well, that's true for everybody. They are blocking your creativity. Cardinal water, Cancer, emotional creativity. As a consequence, your life seems dull and dreary. You can change this situation by consciously choosing to love and trust the universe instead of fearing it. Now, come on, that is a step-by-step process, right? Everybody's got a highly individualized curriculum when it comes to trust, because whose trust hasn't been violated in this lifetime and for several thousand lifetimes, feels like. Sit quietly in meditation and invoke the healing power of love, imagining yourself bathed in beautiful healing energies. Now that could be what that passion fuels that, right? To go in, internal, feminine, yin-ternal, whatever you want to call it. Visualize all the colors of the rainbow swirling within and around you. Feel these beautiful healing colors flowing through your mind and heart, and imagine your thoughts being infused with eternal light. Practice this each day, and it will help you transform your negative and fearful thoughts to positive inspirations. There's nothing to fear. You are eternally surrounded by love. Okay, so let's talk about the quantum part of this. How many people are experiencing that, right? A little bit of a lackluster existence because of all that's going on in the news and in the society and in their families and in their relationships. It's a little hard to feel passionate. So, whether passion is what your heart desires in some way, shape, or form, and we got 3 more cards to hit the table here. But as you heal that within yourself, holographically, you're helping everybody. As much as shadow work is a thing, and this kind of is leaning a little towards shadow work, look it up, embracing the shadow and healing and spiritual alchemy and all that stuff, because we're ultimately all one at core. As one of us heals our heart and our thoughts, all of our hearts and thoughts heal a little bit, right? We're all in this together. So, what's your passion? Let's see about that element of air, since thought was indicated in your element of earth. Stitch a Titan Serpentine, Serpentine, Serpentine. Please take a nice deep breath. I do enjoy my work. Still point. Archangel's Override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved archangels, each one of you is waiting in the wings with their wings, ready to zoom in and help, because everyone has access to archangelic consciousness, to help them with the element of air, the thought, to stoke the fire to ground and manifest their heart's desire in this timeless spell kit read. Ooh, Sariel, so Sariel. Sariel has quite a reputation. Card number 1. I think this is about shadow work, if I remember correctly, or Dark Night of the Soul or something like that. Dark Night of the Soul, Sariel, S-A-R-I-E-L. Often described as one of the fallen angels, the brother of Lucifer, the light bearer, Sariel is an archangel who can help uncover hidden blessings within darkness. if you do the purification and the transformation and the healing, right? Lead to gold, shadow to light. That's why I do the shadow reads. But I just did one of these for another sign and different cards. But you can see how everyone on planet Earth, at least at the time of this timeless recording, we're all dealing with a lot of stuff. So the ability to transform and transmute is sort of our best survival way forward, just as a society, let alone an individual. So Sariel brings comfort, helping you to offer yourself loving kindness in the depths of your despair. He is a potent ally to call upon when you have nowhere else to turn. Now look, I've read I think it's St. John of the Cross, Dark Night of the Soul, really powerful work. I've had like 2 or 3 of them in this life, and they never last a 12-hour period. One went on for years. But they are the most powerful forms of transformation that you can go through, really to level up. Caroline Mace, MYSS, PhD, I love her. I love me some Caroline Mace. She says that a dark night of the soul looks like you have screwed up your life in such a way, but you didn't do it. It's something that was written into the fate and destiny of your life, but you have the free will to heal or not, to delay what cannot be prevented. And, you know, there's no way to rush through it, right? So it looks like your whole life, right, might be going down the crapper, but in truth, you are sitting in the palm of the hand of the divine. So, you know, calling in an archangel of any kind is calling upon archangelic consciousness, obviously. Your higher self is a guardian angel. That's what they've been called in the illusion of separation, and that's fine. You can still call it a guardian angel. But your guardian angel is like a cell in the body of an archangel. So there are billions of higher selves in each archangel, right? And then the archangels gang up and become the thrones, the powers, the dominions, the virtues, all the way back to source, right? So to call Sariel or whoever, but even like you might be dealing with somebody that is going through a dark night of the soul. If you're like doing cool and, you know, status quo and getting better every day, then certainly your ability, particularly as a Cancerian empath, unless I'm talking to the crosswatcher here, you might be picking up on this stuff and feeling it and worrying. Look, my mom's a Cancerian. I know Italian mothers worry, right? So it's like, I get it, but, you know, how much can you do about it? And Marianne Williamson said a long time ago, worry is praying for what you don't want. But that doesn't mean we can't feel that. And remember, as one of us heals that, we all get some relief there. So talk about a service. Now, element of water. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's St. John of the Divine or St. John of the Cross. I forget which one wrote The Dark Night of the Soul, but he was in a really bad place, and he came out of it and became a saint. So, you know, you do you. Element of water, higher selves of all involved, not just the Cancerians and the crosswatchers, but anybody else who might be involved. This could be a global thing, but worth it to have your passions rise up high. Huh? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love to assist the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers watching this video drawn to this reading? For the element of water, the energy in motion that we experience as emotion, to manifest their heart's desire in this timeless read. If you see me laugh, chances are it's one of like 2 cards from this deck. I call this the Neil Diamond card. Turn on your heart light, and your heart light is the divine core at the core of all living things, including trees, by the way, and plants and all of that. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So, again, with passion, that is the healing. There is no healing without love. And if we're waiting for somebody else to give us the love that only we can give ourselves, we're going to wait a really long time, because no one else can give you the love that only you can give yourself, right? So love is the answer, but what's the question, right? What is the question? How do I endure this? Well, love more, not less. We're almost there. The Matt Kahn healing mantra will help with that, I have a feeling. So turning on your heart light. No one needs to know you're doing it, right? And with Stitchitite and Serpentine, it was about meditation, right? Emotional and mental purification here. So I wouldn't take the dark night of the soul perhaps as, a year-long thing, unless you have been in this for a while, that there is passion, there is light at the end of this tunnel. That's the point. All we have to do is endure it. And no longer delay the healing that cannot be prevented. Otherwise, we're going to have to keep reincarnating for this stuff, and I would rather not. There are other places to incarnate in this universe, and they keep telling me Uranus is fabulous this time of year. What do you mean, my mom? Where do you think I got the sense of humor from? All right, last card down, card of spirit. I gotta keep these fun, particularly when they get heavy, right? You want me to keep it balanced? I'm gonna keep it balanced. I am the fun one. So, card of spirit, Matt Kahn healing mantra. Remember this is the one. You just get a piece of jewelry, apply this, and then do the mantra every day for a while. Please take a nice deep breath. The Ascended Masters, last card down. Ascended Master override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. Definitely a Kuan Yin vibe going on here. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, what is the perfect and precise healing mantra for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and crosswatchers watching this video and drawn to this reading to help them manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire in the spirit of unity for the well-being of all for this timeless spell kit read? Allowing appreciation, the value of my life increases every time I appreciate everything in it. There you go. A little Abraham Hicks rampage of appreciation might be helpful. Ask and it is given. The book is worth looking at least it's an original teaching. So allowing appreciation. I'm going to read this one. Now this one has a mnemonic device, a memory device, right? So the value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. So think of that increase that is going to fuel that passion, right? That it increases. Now, appreciate everything in it, not everything, every share all at once. You do your best on that stuff. But I do recommend if you're not ready, because it's hard to go from like a place of feeling like you're in a dark night to all of a sudden being happy, right? That's like jumping over the Grand Canyon, Evel Knievel. No, this is something that you do little bit by little bit. So you can start with, oh, I like that. I like that. Like start with like and praise, then move into gratitude. Then you can hit that higher vibe there. But note the word allow. Allowing appreciation, which means it's your free will, throat chakra, to do so. So, the value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. When appreciation is allowed, everything is seen as a gift for the evolution of your soul. Oh, we got to stick a pin in that. So for the evolution of the soul, not necessarily the safety, comfort, and what the ego may want. The ego is unraveling and being absorbed and integrated by the soul. So, that's the gig. The more often you appreciate, the greater value you feel within your own life. While there is true worth in uncovering your life's purpose, most feelings of discontent are not caused by what you do or don't do. Take that in. That's important. They are created simply by a lack of perceived value in your environment. And the divine is always present in the present moment, right? It's not in the past, not in the future, it's here now. So you can ask for that. That kind of feels what this is. But this doesn't mean you ignore the emotions of what's going on here. But no, just like the sun cannot be put out by clouds, it can be obscured. So that turning on your heart light, right? Pulling back, going in, and really tuning into a time where you felt love for someone or something. Like I have a new little kitten come into my house at the time of this timeless recording, right? And I love my other two boys. I have 3 black cats. I can't wait, right? But I don't have to wait for that baby to show up, right? I got my boys. I live 15 minutes away from my parents now, right? And I love what I do. So am I joyful 24/7, 365? That's annoying. No. So certainly it's my choice to allow myself to appreciate. And I love my new home. I love my new home. I really do. So, you must be willing to acknowledge the value in all things. This will awaken the feelings of elation that are always alive within you, and that is what that passion is. A lot of times when we're passionate, it's like, oh, I love this so much, right? But if you are going through a dark night or dealing with someone who's in a dark night, just know they haven't done anything wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. It's a spiritual transformation that we go through, and it's a total overhaul. So it's not just new paint on the wall. Sometimes it does get knocked down to your foundation. I've been through it plenty of times, and that's what makes me a good spiritual counselor. You can tell when someone's in a dark night, and I can really hold space for them and let the love flow through. This mantra is ideal for increasing worthiness, decreasing feelings of scarcity, because you cannot have a thought of fear without lack or a thought of lack without fear. That's Course in Miracles 101. And raising your vibration, and I highly recommend A Course in Miracles, or at least some of the teachers, if you're not ready for the big blue book from Foundation for Inner Peace. So, that being said, all the cards are on the table. We end all of my readings here on the Tube of You with a blessimation, a combination of a blessing and a summation. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth while I do this, let alone in the blessimation, so I just let the divine take the wheel. One last time for this reading, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for our beloved Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, with the spirit of allowing appreciation, so the value of their lives increase every time they appreciate everything in it, and turning on their heart light will assist in that process emotionally, obviously allowing themselves in this moment and moving forward to reflect on times in their lives where they experience love in any way, shape, or form. Calling on the help of Archangel Sariel should they be in a dark night of the soul or be dealing with somebody who is in a dark night of a soul. And as an emotional vibrational empath myself, I know it's hard to tell sometimes until you back off and turn on your heart light, so that they can go into some meditation here, do some emotional and mental purification, because as we hear it, we clear it. We are not our thoughts. We are not our emotions. The thought is air that comes and goes. The water is emotion that comes and flows, so that they can manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require great passion as they allow appreciation. So, rise, passion, rise up high, inflame their purpose to reach the sky, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would it be. So it is. Did you see that shiver go through me? I am a Pisces moon, and I love Cancerians. My mom's a hoot. Most people understand me better once they meet her. She's the original, I'm just the copy, to be honest. So if you found this reading helpful, please hit the thumbs up. I know it's not a happy joy 24/7 read that you see often on YouTube. Oh no, it's the death part, it's just fine, right? No. I'm pretty authentic, and my skills are dependent upon my vows to the divine to be open and authentic and see what I see and say what I see, like to speak and say. Yeah, if you liked it, hit the thumbs up. Help other Cancerians and crosswatchers find the reading, particularly if they're dealing with somebody in a dark night. This could be helpful. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, please do subscribe, because obviously I enjoy what I do for a living, and this is a very small part of what I do every day as a professional witch, a professional intuitive, blah, 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 blah. And if you want the deeper dive, the real tea, the real shade, the real pink lemonade, come Patreon. Just go look at what we got going on in the shop. Watch some free videos. Listen to some free audios. I'm glad I put that stuff out there. That's my whole back catalog. Right now with the new book coming, I'm going to be creating all new stuff over the next couple of years. So remember, you can follow us for free, putting out more and more content for the free followers. Those subscribers get to see that too. You can 7-day free trial us as a seeker or a human and jump out the last day if you want. But if you want the discount for the rating, you got to stay for a month and book me within the month. And by the way, plenty of people have done the free trials and then become followers, and you can always change your level of subscription at the drop of a hat, or I should say at the click of a button or whatever. So yeah, click the link. Shop in the shop. Go have a look. I love it over there. Come Patreon on Patreon. We've got a lovely community growing over there. Because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angela Lions, but you can just call me Mal. And if you would like to book me for a spiritual counseling or a private session, I had a wonderful spiritual director help me through one of mine. It was great. Leo really helped me too. One of them Unitarian Universalists. He's done it before for other people, and I learned a lot from him. So certainly, I made a video, the 25th anniversary of my company, May 1st, 2023. When my company turned 25 years old, and I finally raised my prices. It's called Booking Private Sessions with Mal, but I made that when I lived in Holbrook last year. I'm in Saratoga Springs now, so I gotta make a new one, and I will, but a kitten is coming. I have to kitten-proof the house, right? So, yeah, here's the tea. Everything in that video has everything that you need to know about booking a reading with me. However, now I am doing readings in person at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs, so if you want to book me there, you just call them directly. It's not mentioned in the old video because that wasn't set up then, right? But the majority of the readings and the spiritual counselings that I do are on video, which is a Zoom recording. I send the client a Zoom recording link. They jump in. We record the whole thing so they don't have to take notes or remember anything. They really be in the present moment. At the end of the reading, I send them a link. They download it to their device. They tell me they downloaded it, and I delete it from the cloud. Total confidentiality is one of the big things that I say in that video, hovering over my head, or at least the title. But the most important thing that I say in that video, and it's the hill I will die on as needed, I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there is a witch, there is a way. I am a witch, so there is a way. We always work it out. And it's a fun video, and it makes my mom laugh, so we're keeping it even once the new one is made. So, I know, a little bit of a thing, but remember, if you really, like particularly Cancer moons, y'all can be sucking up all sorts of empathic, vibrational, emotional, other people's stuff, identifying with your, thinking that it's yours, right? So really, the emotional purification here to ignite your passion, and remember, think of, I don't have to make the clouds go away, I just got to turn on that heart light and let that light burn all that stuff away, and then, you know, you will see clearly then the rain is gone. Who's Lorraine? Whatever. So wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed. The darker the video gets, the goofier I get, because that's called balance. So thank you so much for watching. I do love my crab cakes. I love you all very, very, very much. So reach out if you need help. I'm here. And in the meantime, I love you. And I believe you. Use your creative genius to your benefit. Hang in there. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.